For visiting us at Davenports Cabaret. At this time, we ask that you please take a moment to silence all electronic and other noise-making devices that may interrupt this evening's performance. And now, Davenports is proud to present Chloe Grogean.
Oh my gosh, so many beautiful shining faces. I love it. Wow, thank you all for stopping by. It truly means so much. I realize the reason most of you came was because I promised George Clooney would be here. And funny story about that, so he's not going to be here. It turns out the guy I was messaging on Instagram is just this like 30-year-old man from Schaumburg. He said if I put him on the spot, he could maybe do a George Clooney impression. So if you see a bald guy walking in here, it's him. We're gonna get pictures afterwards if you would all like to stay for an extra $10. I'm just kidding. So if you don't know, my name is Chloe Grogean, and it's taken me a long time to figure out what exactly I want to do with my life, where I want my life to go. I've recently resorted to virtual tarot card readings, via TikTok and YouTube, because the real tarot card reading I received 3 years ago told me not to move here. It said there were no opportunities for me here, and then a pandemic happened, so I guess that's fair. Makes sense. But it's tough. I realize I'm only 24 years old, and I have a lot of time to figure my shit out, but at the same time, the pessimistic part of me is reminding myself of all the impending doom that we're facing, like climate change, the possibility of nuclear war, the demise of shopping malls. With all of that, who knows if I'll be alive for another 10 years, right? So I feel I gotta decide. I feel we all kind of experience that at some point or another in our lives, this weird pressure, even as a kid, we need to have some inkling of what we want to do with our lives. It's these adults around us are analyzing our skills and our hobbies and putting these weird prophecies into our brain. It's you dip a mozzarella stick in applesauce and Gavin, you're gonna become a chef when you get older, and then they enlist you in a bunch of classes you couldn't give a shit less about. And you're like, oh my god, okay, I guess I gotta live this life. Shit. I think it was so hard for me because I wanted to be a million different things. I could picture myself, winning American Idol, becoming a chef, a teacher, winning American Idol again. How many people here have you ever taken a career test? Yes. What did you get?
I think a teacher.
Are you that now? I know you're not, but are you that now? She's not! They're a hoax, especially if they're from BuzzFeed. I took one in 8th grade. We were required to take one, and I received disc jockey. A career test made for the use of schools put disc jockey into the algorithm to make kids feel like losers, and it worked. It made me feel I found a way to fail a career test. The librarian came up behind me and shook her head. I shit you not. I was just being honest and vulnerable with my answers. I don't know. So that was fun, and then I turned out to be, comedian, actor, so I don't know which one's worse, DJ or actor. Guess we'll find out. So tonight, my dearest friend / roommate / partner, Megan Hughes, has helped me come up with these characters that you'll be seeing tonight. So they're all kind of based under the umbrella of people we looked up to as kids, things we inspired to be, whether that's, based off of adults in our lives, TV show characters, things like that. So without further ado, let's get started. So, growing up, when I was in 3rd grade, I had a great childhood friend, and how we would spend a lot of our time was going into the woods in my backyard and playing detectives. So one of the things we would do is, it was glorified trash picking. What's when you're picking up trash? That's just its own thing, picking up trash, great. So we would pick up these owl pellets and open them up with our bare hands and, convince ourselves that these were skulls of human children. And we would create these, like, fake scenarios, like, all around it. Be like, okay, I found a rusty nail, I found a granola bar wrapper, great, okay, Grant was his name. Grant murdered his wife with this nail. We cracked the Da Vinci Code! And we would just go on and on for hours doing this. It was crazy, but detectives growing up are really cool because they, dress nicely, obviously. None else here is business casual, I've noticed. They dress really nicely, they have their shit together, they smoke a lot of cigarettes. And the really cool ones get to look at bloated dead bodies that have been found in rivers, and that's in my bucket list for some reason. I think that's so cool. You've got all these classic characters like the Hardy Boys. You have, Dr. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, or was it? I messed that up. I never watched it. I can't relate. And then you've got Nancy Drew, who has her own computer game. Yes! Nancy Drew, she is the real one. And if you were me, you watched Dateline or Snapped at too young of an age and had a hard time trusting men for the rest of your life. So with that, we thought for this character, maybe it was, detective, was a little bit out of his wheelhouse. I'm not wearing any other wigs for all these characters. This is just like, I had to get a use out of this wig. It's too good not to mess up. So what if we have a detective that's out of his wheelhouse, totally like spills the beans, like all the business right up front, can't keep his trap shut. This is Detective Turnblad. Oh wait, it looks good? Thanks.
Thank you for coming out here today so that we can discuss the Silver Lake Snatcher. This makes the 5th girl that's gone missing since Labor Day. Okay? I don't know what else to tell you other than whoever's doing this loves young women. I mean, loves them. Why else would they be getting snatched up every time they go to that damn lake? Now, we have sent out several reports from the office saying that no young ladies should go to Silver Lake. Oh, excuse me, what was it? Those private information? Well, no one ever told me that. If you were going to tell me, I wouldn't have said anything. You did? Well, I don't remember that. I never forget orders, and I never forget a face. I should tell you, this guy is the only guy in the world who has the biggest collection of cardboard cutouts and characters from the office. Well, that could be anybody. I'm not giving out valuable information. That could be anybody. So I should tell you all, I get it. It's private information. But I feel like I should tell them this. This guy is snatching up ladies 18 to 24, but don't rule out anyone younger or older than that. Okay? These guys grow up in an insult culture. They get rejected by one girl, and they're like, oh no, now I'm gonna go kill a dozen of them. It's so stupid. Maybe if you shave the 3 hairs off your upper lip and stopped it with the Star Wars socks, be more approachable, and you wouldn't look like the neighborhood pedo. That reminds me, this guy is most likely on the sex offenders list. Great, I wasn't supposed to say that either. Then why the fuck did you invite me out here then? The gun demonstration. Okay. Sorry, press people. Apparently I'm just supposed to tell you how to use the damn gun. And if it's, we're in America, so if you don't know, then I don't know what else to tell you other than, if you don't own one, you're gonna get killed by one. It's just the American way. So, here we go. You got your gun here, see, and you really want to light a fire under someone's ass. You gotta undo the safety. And you don't go waving it around like this. Don't do it. You're thinking you're funny, walking down the street, you're waving it around, and all of a sudden, boom! Ah! My testes!
It's utterly ridiculous. Absolutely absurd. Back to the American Idol thing, though. I would go to bed and dream about what song I would sing during Hollywood Week, like every night before I went to bed for like years. Yeah, that's right. And then after that, I would think of all the sob stories I'd be able to tell to get like an extra 5 minutes of screen time. But maybe all the kids at school bullied me for my butt crack being out. They did that. You know, or maybe my dad got decapitated on one of those weird carnival rides where you stick to the walls. I think that would really be a winner. So, I went to a performing arts school where I studied, piano and theater. And our senior year, we got a brand new piano teacher. He was fresh out of college. Oh, this is inside out. That sucks. He was fresh out of college. Always wore khakis 2 sizes too small. I think on purpose, honestly. And we learned nothing. He would promote his own music, which was just basically, rip-off covers of the Beatles, and he would show his music videos in class, and he still, to this day, promotes his music and sends it to my friend on Facebook Messenger, and it's so embarrassing for him. I'm not his friend. I didn't want to be his friend. But it got me thinking, if this guy could be a music teacher, why can't I? So I really wanted to go to the Berklee College of Music because Imagine Dragons was made there. That should have been the first red flag. That should have been the first. And the fact that I sung in Imagine Dragons songs at the audition is unspeakable. Unacceptable. Really, I know, I'm embarrassed. It was also 60 grand a year, so thank you for not letting me do that. I hated you, but thank you so much. So this next character is based off of, a musician who really, wanted to actually make it big in the music scene, but had to become a teacher so she could live. Excuse me! 8th period! 8th period, excuse me, please! Alright, settle down, settle down. I know you're all excited for our Tarzan songbook concert tonight, okay? But we've still got a lot of kinks to work out. It's very kinky, okay? So please, Caleb, stop humping the music stand, okay? It was funny the first 29 times, so it's not funny anymore. Let me tell you something about Caleb, everybody. I watched this boy get conceived, alright? That's how long I've worked here. I was working at the football game, and his parents were making passionate love to one another behind the bleachers. So cliche. And wouldn't you know it? That son of a bitch popped out 9 months later. It's crazy. Anyway, that's enough. We need to get our voices warm. So let's go and warm up with one of our favorite fall songs, Rocktober. October, October, my favorite time of year. October, October. Stop! Who said it? Who said Cocktober? You all. Who? Was it you? Are you sure? You know what? Can I just say, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. Let's get our 3 soloists for strangers like me up here, and let's just practice. Carlos, Catherine, Marco. Where's Carlos? You went to vacation in Palm Springs? You guys. This would never fly in show business. You would be blacklisted right away. I should blacklist Carlos, Catherine, and Marco. I should blacklist you all, okay? You've known about this for a quarter. show up, that's on you. That's not on me. Okay? You know what, can I just say something else real quick while we're doing a shit storm here? Never, ever become a teacher. Do not pursue the arts in any way. You will not touch people. You will not hail people with your music. Okay? You will end up sad like me, wishing that you could just be on Team Shelton on The Voice every day. Music is dead. The arts are dead. Class dismissed. Music's dead. You heard it here first. I hate more than anybody else. No, that's a lie. But travel bloggers are the worst. Okay? You know, they're the product of nepotism. They're either children of millionaires or people who think they live inside David Henry Thoreau poems. I think I'm just jealous because I would run the worst travel blog in the world. Because in order to run a successful travel blog, you have to be three things. The first is extroverted, the second is hot, and the third is willing to go on sailboats with strangers. And I am only one of those things. It's crazy to me that people will just be like, waltzing around like a fresh fruit market and find 10 new best friends and hike one of the world's largest peaks with them. And they're like, hashtag can't believe this is my life. It's like, what if one of those people has like a sick fantasy of pushing you off a mountain? What if it like Miralax in your canteen and you're having diarrhea on the side of a mountain? I don't trust people enough for that. No. No, I wish I could live like the Sarah Jessica Parker lifestyle. The closest I've gotten to that recently is going to the Leaning Tower of Pisa 2 in the suburbs. Have any of you all been? It's beautiful. They have a hot dog place right across the street. I highly recommend. Great exotic destination. But I was like, I don't need to go anywhere else. Like, this hits the spot. What? So for like this next character, heavily inspired by the rise of social media influencers. Also so jealous that they could just like, they're smart enough to make money off of social media. I wish I could be you. So yes, Serena is a travel blogger in Paris. Today was a movie. The star was me. Spent all day eating because Europe. Duh. It's crazy because I haven't even gained a single pound. Just must be all the exploring I'm doing. Hashtag spontaneous. Let me know in the comments where I should go next. XOXO Serena. Hard day's work. Gosh. I'm hungry. I could really go for a chocolate croissant right about now. No? I said I could really go for a chocolate croissant right about now. Oh, come on, this must be the most romantic city in the world. Yes. Croissant. Hi, uno croissant, por favor. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god, didn't you just like hold your hand right there? Oh my god. Your hands are so soft. What do you use? Dove? I don't think we have that in America. Oh my god! This is so crazy because it's like, you're like me. I keep like a bunch of little mini bottles of lotion in my purse. It's just one of the weird like kooky things about me. I just like to be touchable at all times. It's so weird. So what's your name? Jean-Pierre. Cool. So Jean-Pierre, it's my 4th time in Paris, and I'm just like so over all like the touristy stuff. It's just like not my vibe at all, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering if there's something like low-key, like casual going on tonight, like, I don't know, maybe a party with a couple film directors, or like casting producers, or like fashion designers, no? Nothing like that. Okay, that's fine. Or what about this? What about a casual rave? Hold on! I realize you're in line. I'm in line too. Like a casual rave where like Kanye West is doing a surprise set, and Leonardo DiCaprio just happens to be there with a bunch of like hot 21-year-olds doing coke. Okay, that's fine. Okay, how about this? Take my card and let me know if you wanna have some company later. I would love to take a French guy to dinner. Oh my god, did you hear that? I just listened to like a French accent, that's so weird. It's like when I'm traveling, I just travel so much, I just like flip an accent, it's like crazy. I'm coming, just wait, please. Everyone here is so rude, I don't get it. Okay, I'm holding up the line, I'm sorry. Have a good night. Where's my laptop bag? Where's my bag? Excuse me, sir, have you seen my laptop bag? You were sitting right there. Where is my bag? You don't understand what I'm saying, do you? Siri, how do you say where is my bag in French? Avez-vous mon sac de Chanel? I will be quiet later. That's so useless. You know, you can mess with me, but when you mess with my travel blog, you are ruining my soul. Paris sucks. Was an alternative ending that I just made up. Took a turn. I respect kids who have a better 5-year plan than me. I respect the living hell out of them, you know? It's like, they're 8 years old. They're like, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor. It's not fair. You know, it's always the kids who, you know, their parents are already nurses or in that field, and they just decided that everyone in their family is going to be successful. There's not going to be one loser. It's not, really? Not just one? A part of me is like, oh, that's great, you know, because we're definitely going to need a lot more, like, medical people when all we're eating is plastic in 20 years. So I fully believe we'll be eating decorative fruits on purpose by 2050. Can't wait. You know, the other part of me is like, do you realize you have to go to school for, like, another 12 years? And then you have to become like an intern at a hospital in Seattle, and then you have to learn that medicine, you know, practicing medicine isn't always black and white. And a lot of time there are like gray areas, and not to mention so many male physicians to choose from. That's Grey's Anatomy. So this character is Nurse Janice. She is, you guessed it, a nurse.
Alright, Adam, let's update your medical files here. First off, Adam, how do you spell Adam? Is it, you know, there's so many different ways to spell names nowadays, I just gotta ask, is it A, nope, slower, A, D, A, M. And your last name is Smith. Another toughie. Okay. S. Is it like Smith, like Anna Nicole Smith, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Is it like British Smith with an E? Just regular Smith, okay. S-M-I. Okay, now, Adam, theoretically, if you were to type your height, would you use the numbers or the letters? The numbers. Okay, great. 5'9". I know you said 6 feet, but Adam, I've been in this business a long time. I think you're 5'9", so let's just go 5. How many times a week do you drink, Adam? Okay, 3. I'm sorry, Adam, I have to laugh. When a guy your age comes in here with a Natty Light t-shirt and he says he drinks 3 times a week, I have to LOL. You don't even just have one sip. One sip when you're out with your friends at Taco Cabana and you order a case of bandito for the table? No? Not even just a sip. Or, maybe you're making your pasta with vodka sauce, not even just a sip. Because you should, it's an excellent pairing. Okay, let's just go and put you down for 6. Okay, you think you got the kissing disease, mono? I know all about mono. My son had it, and he's a major fucking whore. If you can estimate just like a week, if a week's too hard, out of a day. 3-year-long relationship. Damn. Wish my marriage lasted that long. Just joshing you. Alright, so let's just do this. How many times a day are you coughing? You're not counting, Adam? You don't count how many times you're coughing? Are you sick? Are you sure you're really sick, Adam? A lot of people your age just come in here and they say they're sick. All right, how about this? I'm gonna go get the doctor. And then I'll tell her that you're, still feeling under the weather. And then she'll prescribe you some extra strength Tylenol and you can sell it to your buddies on campus for double price. Okay? All right, good luck to you. Get better soon. All right, have a good one. Good old times here, folks. Do we have any goths in the house? Pastel goths, ex-goths. Any of you goths? Come on, Jesse. I'm probably goth. He was like, no.
Maybe in my mind.
Maybe in your mind. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was goth in my mind, but I wore Aeropostale on the outside. I call myself Aeropostale goth. Sorry, this was Aeropostale goth. This scrub is way too small. That's it. Hello? Sorry. So sorry about that. But yeah, I was definitely Aeropostale goth. I got into screamo and punk music when I was 13 years old, and I thought it was the coolest. I fell in love with this guy, Christopher Drew. Yeah. Don't cheer for him. He is an abuser. So I fell in love with him, and he had the whole tattoos on his anchor tattoos on his hands, snake bites. So obviously I was in love with him, and I thought he was so cool because he was anti-capitalism with his music, just want to make music and live and be a hippie. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Meanwhile, I'm picking up sticks for 5 hours in the backyard just so I can afford to meet him for the 5th time. I paid $100 for a poster with his literal handprint on it. It's still somewhere. Yikes, it's haunting me. But no, I fell in love with that lifestyle. I'm like, it would be so cool to be a rocker, or something like that. You get to travel across the world in an RV with a bunch of unhygienic people, all this fun stuff, share a 4x4 bunk bed. What did you get so bad? They're so cool, effortless, the goths, that is, they don't give a frick. Again, I embodied that in my mind, not my outfits. So this is Whitney. I realize I've got this shirt that I'm going to be wearing. I ironically, I want abs, but I want pizza more. I saw it at the thrift store and I could not pass it up. It's very Jennifer Lawrence. I also got these. Pretty cool, right? Don't mess with this. Don't mess with this. They're real. They're so real. I've got 6 other designs. I thought these were most appropriate. All right, let's do it. Yeah, cool purse or whatever. Is that real leather? Good, if it was, I was going to beat your ass. So, you heard about me through Fall Out Boy's Instagram? Yeah, I used to tour with those guys. No, I didn't play the instruments or anything. I actually, when I was 17, went to every single one of their concerts in the United States and camped out at 4 a.m. just so I could get front row, and eventually one fell in love with me, and I've been their resident tattooers ever since. It's very, very fun and safe. Yeah, so I usually, gotta be honest, don't really do my work on tattoo virgins. But since you've, looked at my portfolio, is there anything you like? I do a really mean D-list celebrity, not to brag, but my carrot tops kick ass. Also, my Tara Reid from Sharknado. And Robert Clarence Irwin, he is so cool. He's the son of dead Steve Irwin. He got killed via stingray. Super badass tattoo to get. Otherwise, I always recommend getting a lyric or something from your favorite musical artist, because 99% of the time you won't regret it. I mean, there is the ever-increasing chance that the frontman gets canceled for saying something offensive online or messaging a 16-year-old. In that case, I could do cover-ups, no problem. What'd you say? Across? No. It's not you, I'm sorry. It's not that I'm anti-religion or whatever, it's just, I don't know how to draw straight lines. It's a really sad story. So, my dad had his midlife crisis early, and so he pulled us out of first grade to live a nomadic lifestyle in a trendy tiny home. And so my mom had to teach us via curriculum she got off of Craigslist titled, It's Not Everything, But It's Enough. Man, it was not enough. The one thing that they did not teach you? Straight lines. Do you know how important it is to draw a straight line? But you know what? I turned lemons into lemonade, okay? And I did the one thing a person who cannot draw a straight line should never do. And that's put permanent images on people's buttocks. Okay? Oh my god, wait. I just got inspired. So you look kind of basic. I'm thinking maybe we do an infinity sign with the third Property Brothers face in the middle. Yeah, there's a third Property Brothers, sexy as hell. Yeah, great. So would you like that on your neck, boobs, or face? Take these off? That's sad. Keep them on. All right, so, let's talk news. Breaking news. We've got, let's see. Where was I going with this? Yes, news, right. So I think news anchors are cool. They are always so calm and collected. Even on the worst news days, when someone sticks their baby in the microwave again. For some reason, I had this like vivid childhood memory of like that's always on the news, like people sticking their kids in microwaves or like ovens. Like what the fuck, did that really happen, or am I just imagining that? It happened? It happened. Why was that a trend? But yeah, no, local news anchors are great because they are celebrities that get to eat in chain restaurants in peace, which is awesome, you know? They probably get a 15% discount, but at the same time, you know, they don't get hot spinach dip thrown in their face, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds. They also get to go to really cool community events, you know, like turkey trots, get to see houses burning down and creepy teachers being arrested. But then, you know, you realize how hard of a job being a news anchor is, especially today, obviously, when most people, you know, consider their reliable news reliable. You know, it's like a Facebook page titled "Funny Wholesome Memes Christians for People with 5 Children." It's like something so random, and it's like news graphic. You're like, what? It makes no sense. So we thought for this character, you know, maybe this news anchor, you know, feels a bunch of like sexual energy every time she says breaking news, or maybe in this world, like the weatherman and the PA are definitely hooking up behind the scenes, you know, or you know, maybe she's bad, like when she's good, when she's bad, she's good, when she's good, she's really fucking good. So we're gonna do Misty the news anchor next.
Yes.
I need to put on my jacket. Target clearance, baby. Fresh.
The Andersonville Car Show took place this past weekend, where thousands came out to enjoy the dozens of unique automobiles that you may not find anywhere else. That's it. You will not find anywhere else. I would go as far as to say if you weren't there, you missed out. Thank you all for stopping by this evening. Join us here again tomorrow when we discuss how to prevent being pranked by your YouTubing teenager. I'm Misty Mayweather, ABC Chicago 1 News. Your place for a happy space. Good night, everybody. Jared, I told you I am not reporting on any of that insane graffiti, Banksy bullshit that's popping up all over the city. No, I won't stand for it. He's been defacing property for far too long. He's not getting any media coverage from me. Over my dead fucking body, Jared. Where's my water? Gemma, where's my water? Thank you, my cucumber water. Yeah, we all know what happened last time. That's right, my pee smelled bad. Okay? My pee smelled bad and I won't stand for it. Okay? We all know that 2-gallon jug in my green room, right? I have to drink that every day. I get up at 3 a.m., go to Planet Fitness, eat an egg white omelet with spinach just so that a 70-year-old man in a toupee doesn't fire me. Got it? And that also, that when you put 10 pounds of makeup on my face, I don't end up looking like Kris Jenner's celebrity wax figure. We're going on again? How do I look? Jared, you are so bad. I'm like, breaking news. An emergency bake sale has popped up on Michigan Avenue at the Louis Vuitton store. The bake sale is for former employee Louise Emerson, who was recently fired for being pregnant. Jared, why would you make me say this on air? We're still going? Shit. My apologies to our viewers. It looks like Miss Emerson hopes that the funds raised today pays for at least, quote, half the costs of giving birth to a human being. Jared, who wrote this copy? This is horrible. This is Sunday news. People want to hear about small house fires and Olive Garden grand openings. And they don't want to hear about this. What, next thing you know, people are going to be shouting, if you can't afford it, you should abort it. They are? Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. I'm getting something in the earpiece. Jared, are we rolling? Okay, great. Excuse me to our viewers, we just got word that a group of Gen Z protesters are storming Louis Vuitton and filling the luxury good items with crunchy peanut butter. Stay tuned while we get more information on this now profound and interesting story. That's it.
Mercy, Gen Z! If there is anything I never wanted to be, that was a parent. I know that some people are like, I just want to be a mom. And then I'm like, Lily, are you sure? That's all these genes. They would be too gorgeous, it wouldn't be fair for the rest of us. You can't have kids yet, it's not fair. It's my sister. But yeah, no, I spent all of last year nannying and, got asked on a weekly basis if they could taste what my blood was like. So it's a bit hard no from me. But with that, I give you Sharon the stay-at-home mom.
This is great! Oh my gosh, you all got me my favorite entrees from Chili's for my 50th birthday. Oh. Okay. All right. This reminds me, Terry Bradshaw, remember the Bradshaws? Lacrosse with Tristan Jack. She just had her 50th birthday recently, and her family made her a meal. Homemade, can you believe it? They made her orange chicken from scratch, and they even cleaned up too. It was crazy. But this is nice. Yes, this is nice. I can't believe it. No, I'm not making trouble. This is great. I don't want to sit down. I don't relax. I'm supposed to stand and watch you all. Wow, it must have, taken a really big effort, George, for you to sit in the curbside to-go lane for 20 minutes. Fine, I'll sit down, kids. I'm not trying to make trouble with your dad. I'm not. So you got the chicken poppers, huh? You want me to be lard-ass, George? So I know how much you hate my body. Sorry, kids, I don't want to ruin the dinner. This is great. I love this. This is so great. How was everyone's day? Mine was nice. I cleaned all the skid marks out of your underwear. Then I cleaned the confetti toothpaste out of your sinks. And then I made myself a delicious birthday cake, because I figured you all would forget. Did you? Okay. I knew it. So I took the liberty of making your favorite carrot cake, 5-layer, with cream cheese, icing. You're welcome. And for me, I'm keto, I don't really eat all that, so I got myself a Quest bar, birthday cake flavored Quest bar. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. Can't wait. How was golfing, though, George? I bet it was a really long day. I bet it was really hard for you, huh? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I just can't stand your fucking faces anymore. I've decided I'm going to Des Moines. Des Moines has the biggest Bath and Body Works in the state. So that's where I will be for the next 3 days. Do not call me, please. This was great, though. This is great. You guys, I love you. You are all so special to me. Great. Okay. Oh. God, I got uncomfortable. For this final one, God, I don't want to put Megan on the spot, but she came up with this joke like an hour ago, and I'm not remembering it. Televangelists are crazy. It's like televangelism is like Maury.
Televangelism is like the Maury for church, because you're healing people left and right, and you realize it is the Father, Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yes. This is like, yeah. You remember flipping on the TV randomly as a kid, and there's like these giant like mega churches, or like that one C-SPAN channel with like all the nuns. Yeah. I have no jokes about that. You just remember it? Yeah, it's crazy. It's like So, needless to say, I tried to find a tie at Target today, but none were in the men's section, so I got this from the boys section. The men don't need any ties, do? Just the boys? Okay, I'm not gonna try to type that. So yeah, just definitely channeling Steve. I remember. Yeah. Sorry.
Brothers and sisters, let us all join together and rejoice in Him. Let us all sing together, brothers and sisters in Christ. While I was praying, somebody touched me. While I was praying, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Thank you all. Just so you all know, my book, The Lord is My Shepherd, and I'm one of the sheep, is available outside the door. $35.99 each. The audiobook is voiced by our very own Caleb Crawford. Thank you so much, Caleb. We appreciate you. Hold on. Hold on, I'm seeing things. You right there. What's her name, darling? Michael. Michael, how long have you been suffering from that small patch of eczema on your thigh? His whole life. His whole life. Let us all, from a distance, lay our hand on our brother, Michael, so that we may heal him. Lord, please, heal your servant, so that he may continue to do your work down here on earth. Thank you. Just again, my book is available. $35.99. It's on Amazon. We accept Venmo, Bitcoin, and pinky promises. Also, my speaking sessions with my lovely wife, Jenny, are available as well for our newlyweds and oldlyweds. We discussed, the topic is, it's okay not to have sex, as long as you still have kids somehow. We talk all about the G-spot, the God spot. It's a small part of your partner's lower back that you rub until you fall asleep, because we have found out kids are getting married and they are hating having sex. They're hating it. You know, they're putting things up their butts, and if I know one thing, it's that shit is a sin. Thank you all. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you here next Sunday. That is about it. I want to throw out some shout outs to Jack, our amazing technical person back there. Behind the bar, and then Nikki, of course, your amazing server. Thank you guys so much to Davenports for having me. It's been amazing. Thank you to Megan for helping me write this. Could not have done it without her, truly. It feels so good to be making art again, like, it's a pandemic, we get it. But still, seriously, thank you all so much for coming out. It means so much. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Thank you.
There you go.
So fast.